Hi guys, welcome to another PS Pro tutorial, and I've got a really cool tutorial video for you today. I'm going to show you some of the most powerful tools that start getting a little bit more advanced compared to some of the other tutorials that we've been doing. Obviously the whole purpose of this course is just to get you up and running in Photoshop as quickly as possible. Now, that's all I'm going to show you today. Well, I'm going to show you a selection of tools. The first one is basically called the Spot Healing Brush tool. Now, to demonstrate this, I'm just going to get a picture up of me surfing. Shot a few years back, only a little day, but I can see that the photographer unfortunately, nice little shot on the wave, and there's somebody in the photo. Now, what I want to do is I want to remove this chap. Now, there's other ways, such as using the clone tool, things like that, but what the Spot Healing Brush tool is, it just gives us a quicker way of doing things. So the purpose of this one, I'm going to choose a suitable size brush, and I'm going to make sure that I've got content aware up here selected, and I'm just going to literally paint over him, and you can see it takes him out straight of the picture. Done really quickly. Now it's got, it's not perfect straight off the bat, but you can kind of play around, have a few different effects, and you can also do things such as proximity match. Now that gets, I think, more of a closer selection of it, but again, still not ideal. There's lots of different discrepancies within the actual picture. So what's good is from here you can then go back and use the clone tool, which we've already spoken about, and just start kind of fine-tuning some of the actual detail. So that is the Spot Healing Brush tool. Now I'm going to show you the Healing Brush tool, which is a little bit different. Now what I'm going to do is you just select a area where you want to kind of copy, and again, like the clone tool, it just drops it on, covers it up, but it gives it like more of a sampled actual context. And now not the best selection there, so I'm just gonna rise it up a little bit. But what it's doing, or how this differs from the clone tool, is it basically is more aware of what's actually happening on the image itself, so you can get more of a fine-tuned or end result, which is a little bit better. So I'm just going to undo those commands, and that is a Healing Brush tool. Now the patch tool, this one is a really cool kind of concept, because like you do just by driving over or painting over or brushing over the subject, what you can do now is if I draw around him, and then I can literally manually look for a better part of the image that I think is going to be more suitable. So you see that one looks pretty good. This is just picking up from the board, so again I can use the clone tool, but you can start seeing you can take more control rather than just painting over it, and you can draw very precise lines. So I'm going to show you that again. Select the patch tool, and then if I zoom in a little bit, I can get a far more accurate selection of the image that I want to actually crop out. And then by moving the selection, I can then start looking for patterns. So you can see if I drop there, it's going to start putting my board in, so I don't want to go up there. And if you're just a little bit savvy with it and look at the kind of images that you're doing, you can start cropping out really nice parts of the photograph. So that's a really handy tool. I'm just going to undo that. Now there's lots of ways that you can really enhance what you're actually doing here, certainly by the time you start playing around with all the added attributes that it gives us. But for the purpose of this one now, I'm going to show you the Content Aware Move tool. Now this one's a really cool little quick way of just taking out parts of the photograph that you don't want. So I'm going to select that again and get to just drag and copy, and you can start basically moving people around. So if you actually want to keep the features, you can just drag a far better copy, let go, and what it does is it removes it from the original part of the image. It drops in some content or information that it thinks is going to be suitable, and then just moves the person around. So really cool tool there. I'm just going to show you that one more time because I think it's one of my favourite quick ways of doing things. So you just draw around the subject that you want to move, position it to wherever you want. So I'm going to put him back now, and then it will automatically fill in where you've actually just moved him from, and put it where you want it to go. So really cool tools there, guys. There's a ton of things that you can do with it. So if I want to, again, I'm just going to show you one more time. I'm going to draw around myself here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put myself more in the actual curl of the wave. Again, move this little chappy out the way. Let's put him over here somewhere. And I can start with making different images with the same ones I've got. So hopefully you've dug this tutorial. Real powerful set of tools there. Now these are newer kind of releases in Photoshop, so depending on the version of Photoshop that you have, may or may not be there for you. Certainly worth playing around if it is. Hopefully you've dug this tutorial, and I'll see you soon.